Hey, good morning, everybody. This is me, Dean DeLaley here, and we have a special guest right here on WRMN in Studio 14. We have Mayor Mike Reid. So, Mike Reid, say hi to everybody out there.
Hi to everybody out there.
There you go. How's everything going today, Mike?
Other than you turning on the camera right now, okay.
That's okay. You look good on the camera.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how your ratings tank after I get to talking. How is everyone this morning?
You know what? Things are going pretty well. You heard the morning show. I mean, they're just as goofy as always.
Yeah, no, it was a bunch of good segments this morning.
They did real.
And they were talking about they had some alligator jerky and all that other stuff.
How do you like that?
That's not my jam.
No,
I'll stick to the regular beef jerky.
You keep all those wild animals away from me. I am fine. And I'm with you. I'm with the regular jerky. I don't like all that stuff. But, you know, Mayor, we got you here today. And this is Mayor Mike Reid in our studio, taking time out of his day. And not only were they gracious enough, again, with everybody involved, city manager, Jay, you know, I can't say enough about your city manager. He is such a gentleman and so easy to work with. I was just at a retirement party. He's only got a few days left.
Yeah, it's next week's his last week, and man, we're sad to lose him. He agreed to 4 years back in 2019 when he was brought on, and we were able to get 5 out of him. So, yeah, I mean, believe it or not, it's his first city manager job. He's got a really interesting story.
For real?
Yeah, so he started as assistant village manager down in like Mount Prospect area in Hoffman, and then by some different dealings and stuff, he was working with state government. Governor Thompson hired him, and he ran the Department of Economic Development for the state of Illinois for some time. Got out of that, went into private manufacturing for about 30 years, and retired out of that. And then decided he really wanted to be a city manager, a village manager, because he'd never been one, and we hired him. So believe it or not, after all that time, this was his first village manager's job, and he knocked it out of the park. We really needed the help. And, you know, as we talk about the next subject that we're talking about, if it had not been for Jay Hedges and some of the other leadership that we had throughout the years with trustees and elected officials, our downtown, where we're going to have America's First Responders Fest. Sorry to ruin the surprise.
There's no surprise. We've been talking about
the festival block and stuff, that wouldn't have happened without his leadership. So, man, we are really sad to lose him, but we're happy for his next chapter. And we brought in a new village manager. Her name's Mary Jo Seehausen. She's primed and ready to go. She's another great person to work with. We're real excited to work with her, and I think that we're just going to continue to move forward.
I think you are. And if you drive down in Hampshire, I'll say, "Where's the hell is Hampshire at?" I tell you what,
that's my favorite thing. Everybody, I was like, I don't tell anybody that I'm the mayor when I meet people for the first time. I always go, I live out in Hampshire. I'm like, where the hell is Hampshire? I was like, that makes me feel real good.
I mean, I along with not only the people that you work with, but the people in town, we all know you as Mike. I mean, we all know you're the mayor, and you don't like all the, hi, mayor, hi, mayor.
Yeah, I've never been into the titles. People say, well, what do I call you? I said, well, let's stick with Mike. It's worked all these years.
That's my first name. Why not? No, you do a great job. And what the city has transitioned into, especially your State Street.
Holy smokes, right?
I mean, it's just totally amazing.
Yeah, we're really excited. And you know what? This is a big opportunity as, you know, we talk about what's coming up this weekend. You know, so let's just rip the Band-Aid off, as they say, right? So,
sure.
So America's First Responders Fest, we're really, really excited. This is the first time that the community is welcomed in an outside group. Okay, you guys are like family. Don't take it as disrespect. But you guys are based here in Elgin, and you've been doing this fest in other communities, and you just said, let's try to do something different this year.
And it's real important that people understand the America First Responders Fest in South Elgin made us feel so welcome. I mean, Mark had a Back to Blue thing going on, and then we turned it into America First Responders Fest. And it's the idea of this festival is we're turning it little by little into a foundation so that, you know, you get young people that want to go into the military, law enforcement, they want some education in it. They want to get into journalism. I believe they're first responders, EMS, you name it, dispatchers, we have them all. But our goal, because we do service the Fox River Valley, and we love our home here in Elgin, but we want to go and reach out everywhere so everybody knows who we are.
Yeah, and not
so much who we are, that we could service you. We're trying to give your community a little something, bring some people to that community. And then maybe next time we're going to go to St. Charles if they would welcome us, or Gilbert's if Guy Zambetti would let us in there.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the opportunity and to be a part of this new vision that you guys have for America's First Responders Fest. I mean, when you and Marky B approached me last year and said, "Hey, what do you guys think about us bringing this downtown?" And I was blown away. I was like, well, let's do this. And
yeah, he's got black and blue shins when he said it, too, at the meeting. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I didn't, Steve Ward is the president over in South Elgin, and I didn't want any bad blood, so he and I had a couple, we've always had a really great conversation or great relationship, and, he's got family that live out in Hampshire that operates some businesses and stuff, and so, my goal always has been, as an elected official, has always been to work with my neighbors and not to burn bridges. Because when I came into this, nobody got along with anybody, and now everybody gets along with everybody. So it's never been my intention to quote unquote steal First Responders Fest or anything else. And now I know that there's some we're always in competition with other fall fests that are going on. But I cannot thank you and Marky B enough for having the vision to say, you know what, we need to change what we're doing. We need to incorporate more communities and get them more involved in the fabric of this radio station. And if there's anything that I can do to help with that, I'm in. I mean, and if you look at some of the events that we've got coming up, I mean, just the collaborations between the communities, right? We have their standard cast of characters. Burlington is involved and Gilbert's is involved. And, I'm sure Pingree's going to Mayor Pingree will be walking around as she normally does at our festivals.
Mary Kay has been just outstanding as far as resources. And, hey, Dean, do you need this? Do you need that? And she's mayor for Burlington.
It's really funny because when we first started getting involved, I mean, Burlington and Hampshire, it was always this like us versus them. And I had a real conversation with Mary Kay when I came in, and I was like, look, your people come here, my people come there. Why don't we figure out a way to make this work? And so like I love being able to participate in the village events down in Burlington and Gilbert's and Pingree, and and consequently and people like to see it. I mean, because we're all. If you look at it from simply a high school perspective, right? The majority of the students at Hampshire High School come from all over.
Correct.
So that's why last year we had some fun with John Skillman, the mayor of Carpentersville, over homecoming and stuff like that. So, I mean, like I said, I just welcome any opportunity we have to show off our community. And that's what really this is about, is showing off our community a little bit, having some fun, recognizing the first responders, because we really do back the blue. We really do support our fire departments, our fire protection district and public works guys, and they bust their necks every day.
I attended, I don't know what you call that one meeting when everybody gets together, but what a great guy Chief Pond turned out to be. Guide us, let us know what's happening. Fire chief was on the line. Public Works. I met
Everybody's just got to be on the same page.
One is just, listen, if you need sandbags, if you need this, if you need that, your people are just so welcoming. Our introduction as far as a radio station was at your Coon.
Yeah, actually, you believe it or not, our whole relationship started because we had a. We had to raise some water rates, unfortunately, and we went on a big PR campaign to explain the why, because it's a really unpopular decision, and we're still dealing with it. I mean, people are still upset about it. I mean, times are tough out there, and we had to raise rates because of different things going on, and we've tried to be as transparent as we can, right? So that's how this started, as I came in to talk about an open house that we had. And it's been a great relationship, right?
No,
you guys came out to Coon Creek Days, and we roped you into a whole bunch of different things, and now you're involved in Metro West. And,
yeah, you know what? 8,863 people make up your town.
It's more than that. It's more than that. We're actually in the middle of a special census right now.
Oh, beautiful.
Because we've approved so many building permits. I mean, a lot of these housing developments were approved in the early 2000s, and then the economy dropped out, and then they weren't building. Well, fast forward, now they're finally building because there's a 3 million home shortage.
You feel like you're over the 10,000?
Oh, I feel it. I mean, we calculated the numbers out based on the amount of building permits and new home starts and stuff like that. And so Hampshire is growing. Our region is growing. Pingree is growing. Gilbert
traffic
is growing.
alone. When I was going, business to business with the Flyers, and they couldn't be any more supportive. I mean, traffic up and down State Street is so much greater.
Right, and I don't have the
than
numbers.
past.
I don't have the numbers in front of us, but we recently just got one of those speed trailers, and so
Yes.
we've been able to pull some analytics off of the speed trailers based on where it's been set up and stuff. And it counts the number of cars and the amount of cars that go up and down State Street, the amount of cars that go up and down in these neighborhoods. It's mind blowing to think, and it's just our community's growing. It is what it is, and so that's why getting back to what we're talking about, having a radio station, which is a media outlet. And America's First Responders Fest recognize what's going on out there and take a risk and say, you know what, let's do something different. Let's try to incorporate different towns every year. And I want to be a part of that. And so, you know what, if you guys want to come back to Hampshire next year, great. If you guys want to go to Gilbert's next year, you want to go back to South Elgin, you want to go anywhere else, I'll support that too, because you know what, you're giving other communities the opportunity to show what they're proud of. And not only that, but honor the First Responders Fest. And, for me, it's never, ever, ever been a competition. And so that's why, we work closely with those around us and try not to schedule events on or near like dates or have the or try to have a different
difficult
try to have a different offering of events, right? You don't want to have two festivals one right after another doing the same thing.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It's confusing to our residents, it's confusing to the rest of the communities, and so that's why we really try hard to work with this, because I'm telling you, if this event would have conflicted with something that we were already doing, or like the chamber, as an example, we have to talk about that too. Look at how accommodating you were to our chamber.
Well, but look at how Jeannie is. She runs that place well, and it's everybody always says things like that. Well, it's easy to work with good people. You're good people over there, And when we wanted to, and you invited me to Metro West for one of the dinners with Jim Vaselli.
Yep.
So I was at a great table. You were there with us. And I tell you, folks, those of you listening, Metro West is an organization of all the Northwest mayors. And when they all get together, they're all working toward the same thing. That should make you feel good.
Yep.
And it's definitely nonpartisan. It's got nothing to do with it. It's trying to get the information out. And we ended up belonging. We're a member.
Right.
We're not the top member, but we're associate member. And we want to start having the mayors come on. It's a matter of scheduling, but we're going to have one day a week will be a different mayor, and all of them from Metro West are welcome to come.
Well, and it's my hope, to be honest, there's some communities around here that aren't a part of that, but to be able to have that access, right? To be able to get your side of the story out, to be able to talk through when you have people calling in and, concerns and stuff, that's a big deal. And so that's why, like I said, you guys work with everybody, and I know that you've made some changes here at the radio station as of late, and it has made everybody very happy, but you can only make 50% of the people happy 50% of the time. But I can tell you, from my perspective, you've worked with everybody, you've worked with every organization. We have an outdoor farmers market that we've had, and it's been on the books, and we had it all scheduled, and it's been the same weekends every year and all of this other stuff. And so when you guys were planning this, we're going 1 to 6, and they go, wow, that's a little bit shorter than last year. Well, why is that? Because we had an event already planned, and you're like, I don't want to compete with you guys. I don't want to compete. It's not fair.
We were actually starting an hour earlier on our original planning,
Right.
And then Jeannie said, I got this event, but it shouldn't be a problem. I said, no, what's a good start time?
Yep.
And then we agreed on one.
So I will say this, anybody that's beating you up online because of changes or you're not willing to work or whatever, don't know what they're talking about, respectfully, because you know what, you guys could not have been more accommodating. And again, for you and Marky B to say, hey, let's do this, it means the world to me. So, it's really unfortunate that he's not a part of this.
He started. He was going to be all in, but we switched.
But I'm really upset about it. But I hope he's doing well, and I hope that you guys will all come out and see us.
Yes, and don't forget that's in Hampshire.
Yep, downtown Hampshire.
From 1 to 6. It's this Saturday. Now they're talking about a little bit of rain, but I think it's going to be spotty. And this event is a rain or shine event. We purposely got a stage. We had to get a portable stage, and we had to get a whole lot of extra stuff I had no idea we were going to need. But we're set and we're ready for this event.
But I'm all excited. Are you kidding? We got car show coming. We got all of our downtown businesses are all amped up and prepped for it. I was at the Neon Cow last night.
Everyone's got little discount deals.
And I was talking to the owner of Neon Cow, and she goes, "I'm so excited. We're all amped up. We've got all the supplies. We're ready to go." And she was just like, she's like, "We didn't do this last year, did we?" And I said, "No, we didn't," because they had just opened. So she said in the beginning of this, she goes, I just opened last year, so I don't remember what happened when. So, but then we got some food trucks coming out, activities for the kids. This is the other part of it. This is a family-friendly event. All right. So you talk about bands coming. They're not going to be playing nasty, dirty songs. Bring your families. Bring your kids, right?
Great groups. Let me tell you who's coming. We got Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones. We're going to have Mixed Company Band. And then Canyon Arrow Light featuring Tim and Joe. In fact, Tim and Joe will be on Dino's Night Out tomorrow from 3 to 4. And from 2 to 3, I don't know what the hell time. It doesn't matter. Rick Lindy's
Dino's Night Out is 2 to 4. You guys should be listening from 2 to 4. It doesn't matter what he's got on.
2 to 3 is Rick Lindy. That's it. And 3 to 4 is Canyon Arrow.
This segment is known as Dino's Morning Out.
Oh, my God.
Or Dino's Morning After.
or Dino's Out. I don't know. But it's, we wanted today to celebrate, again, our first responders. And again, I'm looking to all you first responders. You need to understand, we are inviting you. We don't want nothing from you. I'm also a brother first responder. I was a firefighter, police officer. This is a party, a celebration for you. Please come out to this event in Hampshire, 1 to 6 this Saturday. Rain or shine event. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with what we're going to have and who we're going to have. I even hear there's going to be some pies in the face.
Oh, yeah, let's not talk about that. Huh. So you got your throwing arm. Let's do this. I mean, I've been keeping up with social media, and I've been reading my mail. So the line of people that are unhappy with some of the decisions or some of the things going on should lead all the way to Burlington, which is convenient. Oh, you ought to
have a line in it. I saw some of that nasty stuff on the Facebook.
It is what it is. You got to have thick skins when you're involved in this, but, it is what it is.
But you got to get the facts right. I don't want to talk politics. I swore I wasn't going to because I'm not that guy anyhow. But some of the stuff is so unfounded and so disrespectful.
But it's real
get the facts.
But it's real to them, and so that's my only thing. Is so you know what
then bring it to you.
Well, that's my only contention.
Come to the meetings.
I don't even care if they come to the meetings, and I don't mean that in a nasty way. What I'm getting at is if you've got a problem, let's sit down and talk about it. It's a difficult conversations that define relationships. And if you're unhappy, you're unhappy. That's your truth. Let's figure it out. Let's work together.
Your door is always open. Always, as the mayor, right?
Oh, and I put my cell phone. I put my cell phone number on every email. It's on the website. And people call, they text. I mean, sometimes it's at inconvenient times, but at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. We're here to serve the people. Let's figure out a way to come together and work. And here's the deal: if you want to have a conversation, we could do it wherever. I don't typically meet at Village Hall. Let's go to a restaurant. Let's go have a beer. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, we're just people trying to do what's right. So that's what it's all about.
And we'd be getting more involved too. Like not just again to say, "Oh, what's this Hampshire? Now you guys are doing Hampshire football?" Yeah, because we've asked the other communities and they're not ready for it just yet. And we're doing the home games. We got Derek Geyer.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm all in, man.
Jeff Myers.
He's always great. He's another one, even like you, showing up to a football game in a suit. Well, you always got to play
dress for the game, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to dress for the position you want, right? Like he wants to own the team.
yeah, right. Well, you don't know. Maybe he's part owner over there.
Yeah, no. So what I'm.
And the Whippers won a game.
Yeah, wow, that's great too. So
away, but they won.
That's okay. Let's hope they got homecoming coming up. Let's hope they do well with that.
You know what? If nothing else, let them win their homecoming game.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm appealing.
No kidding. But anyway, getting back to the matter at hand here. From 2:30 to 2:30 until the whipped cream is gone. I think it is.
Is it going to be 2:30?
They're throwing pies at guy in my faces, and so like I said, I think the village of Burlington is involved in donating the whipped cream because we're not going to get Mary Kay on it. Yeah. It'll mess up her makeup.
No, can't do that.
And so she had to do anything she could to get involved at our demise here. in a friendly way. And so Guy and I will be out there. So like I said, the line of people that are unhappy, here's your chance, right? If you don't want to say anything, you don't want to tell us that you're depressed, come out and throw some pies at our faces.
Whack them in the fotch with a pie.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Get your throwing arm ready.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you're going to love Gilbert Eagles, the Gilbert Eagles Club, which is 1047. And I don't know, Steve Thorne said it was originated out of Elgin, and they lost their home here, so Gilbert's took them in.
Let's do it.
Which is nice, which is what you're talking about, all the communities working together. You know, everything is posted. Chamber of Commerce, which is the Hampshire area.
And that's a big distinction. It's not just Hampshire.
Correct.
It's the area. So Pingree, Burlington, we've done a lot of work all over the place.
Carol Gieske with Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce works so hard, but she works with the other communities as well.
And we've had the Elgin Visitors Bureau on the show. Well, but the former show. I mean, you guys let me fill in one time, and I've never got asked to do it again. So that's how well that went.
You're welcome anytime. You've had your hands full. We've asked you.
I'm just having a little fun with you, Nino.
No, not only medical, but you've had some serious issues with work and what have you.
Yeah, we're all good. But one of these days, I'll get in here when you least expect it.
You're always welcome. Hey, but listen, you want to talk to anybody, especially Mayor Reid right now, 847-931-1410. Make a quick phone call. Say hi. You want to say something good? We love it.
You want to say something negative? We're here too.
We'll answer the question. But it looks like we're going to be getting to the bottom of the hour in just a couple minutes. That's a hard break we're going to have to take. You're going to stick around for just a few more
Just a few more minutes. I do have a hard stop here coming up here, but I'll stick around till after the break.
Well, you know what? Let's just wrap it all up. Is there anything that you want to say about the festival that's coming up this Saturday?
No, I'm just
other than be there.
I'm just looking forward to it, and I cannot again thank WRMN and all of the sponsors of the fest and all of the other people for taking a jump in Hampshire. And like I said, I hope it doesn't conflict, and I hope that everybody's happy and comes and has a good time. And I'm really hoping for a good event. And again,
great support.
You know what,
Suzanne Cass, because we didn't get. She makes banners. She does all types of.
She does everything.
Printing. And I'm going to tell you, thank you, Suzanne, for what you've done. Again, special people that have done just great things. The mayor of Gilbert going to take a pie in the face. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Mary Kay, all of her love and support that she's given us throughout this. Jay, can't say enough about Jay. Your administration.
Our public works have agreed to set things up, and
nice?
And thanks. You know what? We didn't talk about Flood Brothers. Flood Brothers is donating the trash services,
all the trash
and
services.
the outhouses. Nobody likes to talk about that stuff, but that is a big deal. It's a pretty decent cost, and they said, I really want to get involved in this, and so we can't thank them enough for sponsoring it and helping us out.
No, everything is going so far as good as it can. I don't want to say it's perfect. As soon as I do, like I did I says, hey, we got everything on the stage. Boom. Now, where's the generator?
That's the way it is. Just find some wood and knock on it, Dino. That's what you need.
That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be all right. There ain't nothing bad that's going to happen that we're not going to figure out, because that's just the way it is.
But if you have any more questions on
I hope that the bands do show up.
They're going to show up.
I hope the bands show up, because otherwise it's going to be you and me singing Kumbaya.
Oh, not with this voice. Not with this voice. Hey, we had Mike Reid, the mayor of Hampshire, talking about America's First Responders Fest this Saturday. That's right, Saturday from 1 to 6 p.m. The weather is going to be nice. We've had all these unseasonable good days. Why wouldn't Saturday do the same for us? Look, we'll see you then. Michael, thank you very much for coming in here. And it's just going to be just a great fun time.
Let's have it.
All right. America's First Responder Fest. And again, that is coming up this Saturday right there in Mayor Hampshire's backyard.